Okay, hello and welcome, Chris here, and in this video I'm going to give you a review and a demo of a new software called Revamply, which has just come out in the last 24 hours. And it's basically a software that allows you to make instant changes to any website that you own. Now it works with normal websites, static pages, it works with WordPress, Shopify, lead pages, and basically any kind of website that you have, whether it's a custom solution, a third-party solution, or just a basic squeeze page. Revamply will work with basically. Now it allows you to make very minor changes, so you can edit a headline, replace a background image, make a couple of minor changes to a page, or you can even make huge sweeping design changes. So just to give you a quick demonstration, this is a before and after on two Revamply pages, and you can see that these look like completely different sites, but essentially all of this was done within Revamply. So it's great for making quick changes, but it's also able to make huge changes as well. Now there's a lot of advanced features that even a designer couldn't easily do, but surely one of the main benefits to Revamply is the fact that you don't need to involve a professional designer. You don't need to go off and shoot an email to someone who may be in a different time zone and then get charged $20, $50, $100 for a minor change, or even hundreds, possibly even thousands of dollars for a major change, but still one that Revamply can do itself. So design changes are now free, they're now instantaneous, but of course as well, even if you are a designer and you can sort of do a lot of these changes yourself, you know a lot of technical stuff, the fact is Revamply does put all of your sites within one kind of login. It's a cloud-based platform, which means you just go to revamply.com and from there you can edit all of your pages. Now as well as those basic kind of functionalities, it's got a built-in split tester, so you can create multiple Revamply pages and then split test and see which page performs best with things like Aweber, GetResponse, Shopify, WordPress, etc, etc. It's got something called Elements, which basically allows you to drag and drop various things, opt-in forms, videos, countdown timers, social media sharing forms, straight into your website. And in particular, if you use any of these websites, then you should consider using Revamply. And by these websites, I'm talking about some of the applications that you can integrate with. You can see you've got all the big autoresponders, Aweber, GetResponse, MailChimp, etc, etc. But we've also got things like Stripe, WordPress, and Usign as well. Also, if your website is built on any of these platforms, WordPress, ClickFunnels, Shopify, Lead Pages, Squarespace, or indeed any third-party site builder, whether free or premium, then Revamply will work with those. And before I forget as well, you can see we've got this button here, Visit Revamply Demo Editor. It'll basically allow you to play with the software. Now I'm going to demonstrate it and give you a walkthrough, but of course if you do want to just go and have a play yourself, just go through to the sales page and click on that button to give it a go. Now, it is an incredibly simple software to use, as I've mentioned. All we really need to do is just insert a bit of code into our website, and then start making changes and publish on Revamply. And then you just do that, for all of your websites. You've got all of those sites within that one Revamply panel. Now, that's the kind of basic idea. There are a few elements I do recommend you dive into straight away. One is the animate button, which basically allows you to select any key feature of your website, an order button, a sign up form, a video, a link, something that you want to draw people's attention to. You just click it and then click animate, and it will then basically animate that particular thing and draw people's attention to it, which is basically guaranteed to be a conversion booster. If you're getting people to focus more and be more engaged with like an opt-in form or an order button, then of course they're more likely to take that particular action. Likewise, I suggest that you play with the background colors. It's got a really cool color swapper where you just drag and drop a color onto a background or text, and it will straight away change the color of that particular thing. So you can basically restyle your whole website that way. The opt-in forms are really cool. There are some really good built-in pop-ups there that are going to grab people's attention and allow you to build a list very quickly. And then there are various other functions as well, geo-targeting, countdown timers, all kinds of things. So I just want to quickly go over and give you a brief demonstration. So the page that we're going to be working with is this one here. This is one of the old school designs we used back in the day, generated, you know, 6 figures for us. Very simple design, headline, video, and a call to action, order button and text here. Nothing, and a footer of course, nothing really particularly complicated going on, and so a pretty good one to demonstrate with. So again, as I say, all we do is click on add new website. Let's just put the URL in, we'll give it a title, we click on start revamping, and it says open site editor. And you know, so that what will happen now is Revamply will go off and grab the design, it'll grab all the HTML and pull it into a pane at the bottom here. And as you can see at the top, we've got the elements open, we have the page settings, color dropper, and opt-ins. So at the moment we're on the add elements, and we can basically click on any of these. You know, another section will open up, and then we can drag whatever we want into the design here. Now, the actual Revamply site itself is, you know, it's got the demo editor, it's got a list of all of the various features, it's got demos. It's a site that just contains a ton of information, and kind of covers a lot of the features that I'm going to go through here. So I'm not going to spend too much time on the demonstration for that reason, but I do just want to demonstrate a few things. So the first thing, one of my favorite features, is this color dropper, and literally all we do is click on a color that we want and drag it in, and it will literally replace that particular color on the page. Likewise, if we want to edit an element, we just hover over the element, and as you can see, we get this little blue selector, which shows us that that particular element's been you know, ready to be edited. So we just click on, depending on what the thing is, we can edit various things, but here I'm just going to click on this and just edit the text. That'll do me for now. And so we just click out, and that's now saved. By the way, if we want to undo anything, we can do that. If we want to preview it or save it, or of course publish it, we can do all of that as well. And we can create our variations to split test up here. But what I also want to show you is, I'm just going to click on this image, and I mentioned as well that we've got this animate function, which is really kind of pretty cool. And what it allows us to do is basically you know, use these various animation styles so that the image will kind of move around, so it'll have all these different effects, and we can even apply like a loop, so it'll loop every 2 seconds. It'll, you know, repeat the same animation every 2 seconds or whatever, which is again a kind of pretty cool effect. Let me just go for let's go for this one here actually, and you can see that shake. So you know, basically what's going to happen is it's just going to draw people's attention to this. So anyone that hits this page, you know, and hasn't sort of been on the page before, they're going to see that shake, and it's going to immediately pull their eye down to here. And of course we can do this with, you know, any element on the page, but in particular with order buttons. I highly recommend this kind of stuff. Just want to go over to add elements as well and briefly run through some of these elements. Now I really am going to have to be brief because there's over 50 of these, but you can see we've got countdown timer templates. We've got location geotag, which I'm not going to edit really, but I'm just going to drag in very briefly. And you can see there, you know, the font's obviously not ideal, but you can see, let me just put it into a color that you can see it. It says United Kingdom, which obviously of course is my particular location at the moment, and the idea is we're supposed to put text here, you know, welcome to our visitors from the United Kingdom or whatever. Play around with the style sheet and do all that kinds of stuff. So I'm not going to do that now. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. But like I say, you know, definitely go and have a look at the page, go through, look at all the features. It's got animated GIFs of everything. It's got a demo of the page. It's got a live demo here that you can click through and look at. It's basically got everything that you need to understand exactly how Revamply works. Now, it's a great software tool. It's an incredible tool, in fact, for editing websites quickly, freely, and without involving a designer. You can edit all of your sites in just a few seconds. You can easily insert those elements, the countdown timers, the opt-in boxes. You can integrate with all those applications. It does work on almost any platform. But of course, that then raises the issue of, If Revamply is great to kind of manage many sites at once, what if you don't actually have a website, or maybe you only have one or two? Or what if your website isn't really up to scratch and kind of doesn't really convert, doesn't drive home the leads, the sales, the conversions that you want? Well, that's where my bonus package comes in for Revamply. Now, take it from someone that's made millions of dollars with his websites. The bonus that I've prepared for you is really something very special. So the first thing that I'm going to give you if you order Revamply, and bear in mind that this only applies to people who order the annual or the one-time, so I think it's 147 or 197 one-off or 147 annual. So that's the only way you can get this first feature, and that's one of my done-for-you websites. Okay, now these normally retail for $247. Which is why this is incredibly limited. So I'm only going to give out a handful of these, okay, just to kind of kickstart the Revamply promo that we're doing here. But basically we're going to give you a completely done-for-you money-making website. Now I'm not really going to go into too much detail here because I'm going to give you a link to this offer, which will basically just explain exactly how the website works, explain what kind of features are included in the website so you can see exactly what's basically on offer. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this. But rest assured, this is a $247 offer, very limited, and it's basically a completely done-for-you money-making website. As I say, this really is limited, and it only applies to people who take either the 147 annual Revamply package or the 197 one-off premium package. Just forward your receipt through to be one of the few people to get access to this. The second thing I'm going to give you is our one-click video pages software, which basically build out profitable sales letter and squeeze page designs. Now, as I've just shown you, I've actually just demonstrated with this design here, which is one of the 12 designs that's included within one-click video pages. And Revamply is perfect because it lets you tweak these simple, proven designs very quickly. So this is the one-click video page software, and you can see these are our designs. We have VSLs and we have squeeze pages. I'm just going to scroll down so you can see exactly how some of these look. You can see there are actually 3 pages of these. If I just click on the second page, so you can see we've got a lot of designs here that you can kind of have a play with. I'm just going to click on this one here, so I'm just going to click on Create Template. And what's going to happen is it's going to load, and by the way, these are all mobile responsive. They all look good, not just on desktop, but also on mobile as well. And what's going to happen is I'm going to get the design itself on the right hand side, as you can see in the preview window, and then on the left hand side I'm going to get various elements which I can replace. So if I want to insert a YouTube URL, it will replace the URL with this here. If I want to edit the text, I just put my text in, it will replace the headline. Ditto for a sub headline, which I can enter. I can also replace this add to cart button here. So I can either choose from various order buttons or enter an image myself, and of course be sure to enter the order URL. Choose the font, choose the background color, choose the text color, and then also enter additional code. So it's basically going to allow me to make a lot of broad changes to the page, and of course we can then go in and further refine those once we've got our site operational using Revamply as well. So as well as those two things, as well as the let me just click back actually, as well as the one-click video pages and the done-for-you website offer, I'm also going to give you a copywriting software which is great for kind of quickly finding words that sell. It's just a very simple tool. It's got built-in email and headline swipes that you can use to work into some of those sales designs I just showed you. And I'm also going to give you our Revamply graphics pack, which is basically, I've put hundreds, it's actually thousands of graphics, buttons, images, stock photos, just tons and tons of elements that you can use to add to your Revamply sites as well. So this is just, like a subfolder under a subfolder under a subfolder, but you can see even here there's just like over, I think 206 actually, images of various kinds. So there's just tons and tons of these that are included within this particular package. So you're going to get the done for you website, you're going to get the one-click video pages, the copywriting software, and the Revamply graphics pack as well. It is basically the ultimate package to start profiting using Revamply. So order today and you're going to get well over $500 worth of value and everything you need to profit using multiple websites and Revamply. Of course you'll get Revamply itself, which is basically the software that allows you to edit and design and manage all of your websites very quickly and in one place. You'll get training videos that are included with Revamply. You'll get my done for you website offer, which is basically going to give you a proven money making website. As I say though, you have to join up for either the annual 147 or the premium 197 to get access to that, and it is limited. I'm only giving out a handful of these just to give a bit of momentum to Revamply promotion, so I know that those are going to go very, very quickly. As well as that though, you're going to get the one-click video pages software to create proven video and squeeze pages. There's over 15 design templates in there, and all of them are perfect for the kind of stuff you want to be doing with Revamply. So, you know, if you want to create lots of those designs, then quickly edit them on the fly, then, you know, one-click video pages plus Revamply is a really great way to do that. You'll get the Revamply graphics pack, which is, you know, going to give you thousands of various graphics that you can integrate into your web designs. You'll get the copywriting software, but bear in mind that firstly, Revamply is continuously going up in price. It's on sale this week, I think up until maybe I want to say Friday, I'm not 100% sure, but I do know the price is going up today, and the price will continue to go up every single day. And of course my bonus is limited. You know that the bonuses I launch tend to open and close very, very quickly. This one's no exception. In particular, that done for you website offer is, you know, going to go very, very quickly. So thanks for watching this. Be sure to check out Revamply. Be sure to have a play around with that demo and make an informed decision. Hopefully this video has been useful, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.